In this video, we're going to look at 8 different music software programs that you can use to create VSTs or virtual instruments by either taking a low-code or an entirely no-code approach. So let's jump in. Now, first on the list, we have Max MSP. Within this program, you're given the ability to drag and drop nodes onto a canvas in order to do things like build your own custom synths or create your own sample libraries. They use a no-code based system that allows you to drag and drop audio components onto a canvas, manipulate their settings or properties, and then listen to your final audio design. Best of all, within Max MSP, you have the ability to publish your sounds in VST format. You can sign up for a 30-day free trial of Max, and then after that, it will cost you about $10 a month. Next up, we have Hise. Hise is an incredibly powerful VST development platform, and best of all, it's open source and free to download. With Hise, you can take a full code, a low code, or an entirely no code approach to VST development. Here, for example, under the code editor, you'll see I'm able to code the logic within my VST. However, depending on what you're trying to build, using the coding section won't be 100% necessary, because Hise has an interface designer which allows you to drag and drop components onto the canvas and link them without code to synths and sample libraries over in the sidebar here. Hise also has a script node component where you can use drag and drop nodes to create an embedded DSP network, which you can use to create custom effects. So again, short plug here, but if you have an idea for a VST and you're looking to bring it to life, you can check out our VST development and design agency, or if you're more of a do-it-yourselfer, we offer 2 courses in VST development. One course focuses on No Code VST development, and the other focuses on VST UI design, where you'll learn how to create and animate things like knobs and buttons and audio visualization effects and so on. A link to our VST development agency as well as our courses can be found in the description below. Next up, we have Maize, which is another paid option, but it's very affordable. Currently, the price sits at around $66, and this will give you access to a no-code audio design platform that will allow you to import your own samples and then export your work as a playable VST. You can do this both on Mac and PC, and one of the things that I really love about Maize is that they have an easy-to-use serial number authentication tool for commercial VST plugin developers. Next up, we have Reaktor. Now, Reaktor uses a block-based system that allows you to create modular synths without having to code. You can also get started for free by using Reaktor Player as well as the blocks base, which will allow you to make your own synths from scratch. With this tool, you just add blocks to your rack and then connect everything up like you would do with a physical modular setup. Or you could use Reaktor's node-based system as well. Here you're given an option to build using modules. You can simply right-click on the canvas and then add the modules you want. For example, you could add oscillators, filters, envelopes, modulators, and effects. And best of all, you have access to a panel editor which allows your synth users to control your synth using more traditional knobs and sliders. Next up, we have Decent Sampler. Now, this is a tool that was created by the people behind Piano Book. And while it's not an entirely no-code VST creation tool, even if you're relatively technical and you can navigate around a bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you'll likely be skilled enough to figure out how the coding logic for Decent Sampler works. They also have great documentation and how-to videos that can help you fill in any gaps in your coding knowledge. But what I love about Decent Sampler is that there is a huge community of music enthusiasts behind it. Decent Sampler instruments can be free, but there's also a growing library of paid instruments. So if you're a commercial VST developer, there's many monetization opportunities within this community as well. Next up, we have Kontact. Again, like Decent Sampler, this option isn't entirely no-code unless you're trying to create a very basic sample library. In Kontact, you can actually create a basic sample library without code. It's just that you're going to need to write some code if you want to add an interface, buttons, slider controls, and logic beyond the ability to simply press a key and have a sample played. Next up, we have Patcher, which is a no-code scripting tool within FL Studio. Now with this tool, you can chain instruments and effects into reusable units. It also comes with a control surface, which allows you to create user interfaces for your patches. And then lastly, we have Romplur. This is by far the most no-code friendly VST tool on this list. In fact, it was specifically created for no-coders. It's a paid tool, but it's affordable at around $100, and it will give you all of the sound design tools as well as the interface design tools that you're going to need to create a VST. Your entire instrument will be controlled through your settings and properties panels, and your UI will be designed by simply dragging and dropping components onto the canvas to create your desired look. So those are the 8 no-code or low-code VST creation tools that you can start playing with in order to create your own synths or sample libraries. Again, just before signing off, I want to remind you that if you have a VST idea that you're trying to bring to life and you'd like to outsource the design or development of your VST idea, just head over to NeoMoon today to see how we might be able to help with your build. I'll provide a link to our VST development agency below. Or like I mentioned before, if you want to do it yourself, we offer comprehensive courses on both no-code VST development as well as VST design. Links to everything can be found in the description below. Thanks for stopping by today, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get access to more no-code VST development tutorials.